Fuck it. We're live. Hi. Hello. Hey. Hello. Who's there? It's 11 p.m. I'm beyond like clockwork, my little man. It's 11 p.m. 11:01 p.m. Sorry. On Tuesday, December 16th. You are watching the most radical stream on the internet. And yeah, I've been busy all day, but I almost didn't do it. But made a promise. I'll stream every day this month. So gotta keep doing it. Gotta keep the momentum going. Gotta stay on top of it. Gotta show off my wiener on the internet and hang out with my buds, being you, the viewers. Let me also share that I'm live on my Discord thingy. Right, gotta let the folks know that he's here. Everyone, live, read all about it. Good evening. Hey Michelle, good to see you. Yeah, that Pisco Destiny conversation was something, huh? I haven't watched any Destiny content in quite some time. I mean, like here and there I'll watch like a clip or something, or like a 10-minute, or I'll start to watch like a 10-minute like last night on Destiny or whatever video, and I usually just turn it off because I'm like, I feel like the spell's broken. But I felt like he was like contaminating my Pisco stream. I was like, no, I come to watch Pisco cover politics, and I don't care for Pisco's debates about whether or not Ethan Klein is justified in suing Denims, or Casey Tron, or these other people that I think nothing of. So I don't enjoy those so much. And that was like 3 hours of that, him talking about that with Destiny, and I don't know why I listened to it all, but I did listen to the whole thing, and it was it was something. I don't know, but I agree with your sentiment, like what you were saying, about how like Destiny just like going pedal to the metal 1,000 miles per hour, like from the beginning. Like from go, just screaming and going insane, and Pisco's just like, can we just argue? Can we just start on one point? Can we just talk about like this one first thing? And Destiny is like, no, I'm gonna bring up the 3 more things. It's like, oh my god, just please chill. Can we chill? Can we chill just a little bit? Hey, can we chill? Is it a crime to chill these days in America? Can a man just chill? I'm not sure. I was looking at Confluence has a panel as usual. I was considering hopping on there. I saw Alexander Rin was on there. We love Alexander Rin. But also like Indian Jesus is on there, and I think he's drunk or something. I don't know. He's like singing, and it just all seems very chaotic and like a bit too much. So probably not going to do that. So we'll just chat for a bit, see who shows up, see what I decided to do. Make sure you like the stream on your way, and please like the stream. We need those stream likers. Where are my stream likers at? Start a poll. Let's see. Did you like the stream to support Umbreon? No, I don't like dogs. Yes, I like dogs. I mean, those are your choices. Those are your options. Realistically, you can only pick one. Let's see. What else is there to look at? I've actually been busy. Like, I feel like normally I have like I've been like following different like various topics, or various, whether it's politics or like pop culture or whatever. I mean, I guess I have a little bit of that, but like I feel like I've been coding, like working on projects, which is kind of cool. Um, I mean, there's like Avengers Doomsday trailer and stuff that leaked. Well, okay, yeah, Indian Jesus confirmed to be very drunk. Hang on, this is actually hilarious. Let's pull this up. Um, is it this one? No, not that one. This one. This man is on one. Hey, Cop Watcher. I was considering hopping. I'm probably gonna wait until Indian Jesus inevitably vomits and leaves, because man, this guy's annoying when he's sober. And by dog I mean Umbreon. Yeah, he's doing well. He's sitting on my lap. Like, oh my god, this is brutal.
How do I know what you're saying is is this fact what is true?
Excellent, excellent, dude. Excellent work, Indian Jesus. Really, really interesting stuff. How are you, Cop Watcher? Hello to you, Coder, as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for remembering me, you know? Many forget that I'm here, but I am. And I feel like maybe my inconsistent streaming hours have been... I don't know, I am streaming, I am doing every day, you know? Called Weldy, good to see you, says, holy shit, I thought I got drunk on streams. Polygraph says, one Umbreon like submitted. Thank you, Polygraph. Yeah, Caldwell, you got some stiff competition here. Pretty embarrassing. I mean, again, like if Indian Jesus is talking, I'm usually cringing, to be honest. But Neva Under Pressure says, hey, Rai, good Tuesday night to you and Umbreon. Thank you, Neva Under Pressure. Appreciate that. Cop Watcher says, I'm above average. Thanks. Glad to hear it. It's a good position to be in. Because I wasn't home yesterday, I didn't get to do my daily hot sauce. So, for those who don't know, my sister got me this this hot sauce advent calendar, which is a great gift, by the way, really great gift. And each day, there's a hotter and hotter hot sauce, allegedly. So I'm at least gonna do day 3. Ooh, this one's mango. Okay, so maybe they don't actually get hotter. Why do so many of you streamer people stream so late? I don't know. I do like streaming earlier. The only reason I put off the stream today is because I was like working, and then I was working on a project, and then when I finished it, I was like, man, I really want to play some Pokemon Legends EA, and then I was grinding that for a while up until I realized that I had to go live, or else I wasn't gonna be keeping with my streak. Here, Brown, you can go tear apart this piece of cardboard. Congratulations, buddy. You're so lucky. Yeah, 12 days of hot sauce. And actually, this one doesn't seem like it's going to be as hot. It's a mango mild, which mango hot sauce is one of my favorites. Love a mango hot sauce. So perhaps this one is not going to be quite as strong. Let's see. We got our Triscuits. I guess I have to actually open the hot sauce, right? Trust me, Umbreon, you don't want anything to do with this, sir. You don't want anything to do with this. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. We're just trying our 12 days of hot sauce, working on day 3 right now, and then we're going to dive into some other stuff. But here, let's... we don't need to look at these losers right now. We'll bother them later, okay? We'll bother those losers later. Right now, it's just me and the hot sauce and all of you guys liking the stream, perhaps feeling gracious and sending in a gifted membership or a regular membership or maybe a super chat of some sort. You never know. Could be the move. Wow, I cannot open this hot sauce for the life of me. Mustn't underestimate any hot sauce. That's true. That's true. I feel like mango hot sauces tend to be not the spiciest, but you're right, that could be famous last words. All right. I think we got it open. These packages are so crazy. Okay. Oh, I smell it. It's definitely not weak. It's definitely not weak. Hey, a couple of Burks. Good to see you. I mean, the first two were pretty damn spicy. He's got the Andrew Wilson hands. Yeah. It's got grease on it. Your hands greased it up. Yo, apparently, speaking of Andrew Wilson, before I put this hot sauce in my mouth and lose my train of thought, hey Rav, speaking of Andrew Wilson, apparently this guy is okay. So I've been very clear about the situation with Andrew Wilson and my tooth. Okay, so for those who don't know, who sent you weed, Ryan? I wish someone sent me weed, but they haven't. I've been very clear that Andrew has not paid for my tooth, but the last message that Andrew sent to me was, how much is the tooth? Now, I don't know, because I haven't gone to the dentist and gotten a price check for that, right? But that's the last message he sent. So he hasn't given me money for the tooth. That's for sure. Apparently, on his 3.5 hour wine session the other night about Sarah, was it last night or the night before? Apparently, he's telling people that he paid for my tooth. And Andrew, talking to you now, why are you lying? Why are you lying? It's okay. I'm not mad. Right? I didn't follow up. I didn't say, hey, this is how much the tooth is. This is how much I want from you. Whatever. This conversation never happened. So I'm not like, oh, Andrew, don't give me the money. I don't care about that. But why are you telling people that you did? And Rav, what again? To be clear, I'm not saying that Andrew won't or wouldn't or refused. I'm not saying any of that. He still might if I reach out to him. I don't know. Right? I really just haven't tried. And there are clips of him saying oh, I was just fucking around. I'm not actually gonna pay for it. But look, I'm not saying that he wouldn't do it. I think there is a 50-50 shot whether or not he would. Depending on how he's feeling on the day, if I asked him. But I just don't understand why he's out just straight up lying, saying he did it, just collecting the social capital for my tooth, and worse, because it's one thing just collecting the social capital about my tooth, right? The frustrating thing is that it makes me look a type of way where he's telling people that he's given me the money to fix my tooth, and that I have not done that, right? So it looks like I just took this money and ran off, right? And that's the frustrating part for me, is it's mischaracterizing me to a class action lawsuit. No, I don't. I just want to correct the record, right? If you said he wouldn't, he probably would to prove you wrong. Maybe. But again, I just don't. I don't know. I just don't care. Anyway, point made. I'm gonna eat my hot sauce now. So for those who just joined, my sister got me this advent calendar, and every day it has a hot sauce. Oh, you spend it on crack? Yeah, or maybe meth, or hot sauce, mayhaps. All right, mango mild. Okay, mango mild is today's hot sauce. All right, put a heavy drop on there, heavy dab. Yeah. It's tasty. Definitely not spicy. I mean, it has a little kick, but it's almost immediately gone. So probably the least spicy one that I've had so far. Yeah, mango mild. It's literally called mild. I thought they were supposed to get progressively hotter, but I guess that's maybe you get a break. Because the first one had more of a kick than I expected. Quiet number, gum. And the second one was scorching. I was the second one was I think, was it ghost pepper? I think it might have been ghost pepper. It was crazy. And that one burned the shit out of me, knocked me on my ass. But this one, pretty mild, but tasty. I definitely taste the mango. I like that. Yeah, mango does well. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. I will probably go through that whole bottle. Not right now, but like that one I will definitely use frequently. But anyway, yeah, like a reverse tooth fairy is hilarious. Yeah, again, I just want to be clear. I haven't followed up with Andrew. I haven't asked him, hey, give me the money for the tooth. None of that's happened. But like, I don't like the idea that he's both collecting the social capital, claiming that he's paid me, and also making me look like mischaracterizing me as someone who's taken the money and done nothing with it. Because I have not gotten any money, and I also haven't asked for any money. Well, except for like when I first messaged him. Mild mango is a palate cleanser, yeah. Blame him for it falling it to complete the grift. I'm not sure I understand that sentence, Polygraph. Mock him? I mean, like, I guess I'm mocking him a little bit for being dishonest. Okay, so the person who told me this, she hasn't sent me a clip yet, so it is possible that it's been misrepresented to me. I will say that. And she is kind of a gossip, so. Nicody says you will never get the money for the tooth. I don't expect to, really. But that's what I'm saying, Rav. Yeah, no, again, it's two-part. It's twofold. It's number one, taking the credit if you never sent it. Like that's kind of lame. But like more importantly, because that I don't care as much about as how it makes me look on this very large platform as like some guy who has who an audience raised money to pay for a tooth, and then allegedly received that money and then just never used it for that. So yeah, I think it was 500, Rav. I think he raised more that night, actually. Just keep rewriting the story, basically. Oh, sure. How much is a tooth? Well, that's the thing. I don't know. I haven't gotten an estimate from a dentist or anything, so that's kind of the problem. The only way you might get it is if you make him spite do it. Yeah. Okay, so when I messaged him, right? Like when I messaged him about it, I clarified. I was like, look, the $500 that apparently he raised more than that night. But I was like, $500 is not going to get me like a tooth implant, right? Like realistically, it's just not going to happen. Like without insurance and stuff, like it's not going to happen. But I could use the money, right? I could use the money. I could buy groceries. I can start streaming more. I could like focus more on streaming. And I was like, look, I would rather get that money that you raised for me and then invest it back into like just growing my channel. That's what I told him, basically, more or less. And so that was what I was like, and I was like, as I'm growing, I'll get people to help me pay for it myself. But Polygraph says, I think you're right on the RNG of how he responds. He doesn't seem as principled as someone who does things out of his own amusement. Yeah. The amusement thing, yeah. Couple Burke says, love a good remix for social capital, the best kind of capital. There's something to that. It's a couple thousand likely. Yeah, that's what I think. I think overall, like all said and done, it's probably gonna be like $2,000. God's favorite aunt says, I'm kind of curious what rekindled things. It was dying down then this last week. Seems like it never stopped. Well, Sarah did that. Sarah's been shilling the Cuckable mugs that Dusty's selling. And also I think the Panelverse, there was like, I didn't watch the video, but she dropped a video with like animated versions of all of us, which I thought was, I mean, the grid of all of us looked cute. I don't like that Umbreon was just like a random dog in that. Unless we get universal healthcare or go to another country, yeah, I guess I could travel outside the country and try to get it done for cheaper. What? Go play with your snake. But anyway, let's see if this. Oh my God, he's still there. So for those who just joined us, the Panelverse, exactly. The grid Pokemon. I was considering jumping on Confluence, as we do from time to time. And I opened it up, and Alexander Wren was on there, and we love Alexander Wren, but he had to leave, apparently. She asked about using your image in those. No, but I wouldn't expect her to. And besides, I'm literally on her streams all the time. Like I'm on her show constantly, so it makes sense that I'd be one of the characters there. Has Andy never heard of the Streisand effect? Seems not. Pokemon, gotta know your memes. Yeah, I don't think I know that one. Whatever you were referencing there. But yeah, like Indian Jesus, who is annoying on a good day, is just drunk off of his ass right now on this stream. So if you guys want a taste of that.
If somebody wants to be a moral human being, then using the spectrum of
Use the
human
spectrum.
well-being versus human suffering, you will be, according to your God, a good person. That will happen. The issue with that is that
like, I have no idea what's happening there. Polgar says we bully Grid since he's rich and angry at the poorest for not doing what he wants. That's true. Grid, I it's true. The only reason anyone knows who Grid is because he spent like thousands of dollars on the Whatever podcast, right? Like that's why he got like a character arc in anything. It's the only reason that he has a channel, from what I can tell. Like it all was from just sending in tons of money on the Whatever podcast and saying what I can only imagine was really dumb shit, as he's known to do. Glitchin says the fact you at the bottom of the pick next to Greystorp is diabolical. Oh yeah, you sent me a message. I don't know. I didn't feel like they were like in a particular order, you know? I feel like she was probably just dragging them like mindlessly. Like I don't think that was like a statement of intention. Just based on, because I looked more at the order and I was like, it doesn't really. You guys want to see the image we're talking about here? Let's pull up the Raging Tomato. A cuckable. Oh, see, this must be it. This must be the thing that led. Oh, okay, so there's like an animation of Andrew getting mad.
The power of the cuckable.
Power of the cuckable. Grid. Yeah, I didn't watch this. But let's see. Is there? I love the him like. It looks like he's in like the Simpsons house. And him like snuggling with Destiny. Let's see. Oh wait, there it was. I'm in the last one. There we go. Look at that. Look at that dog. That looks nothing like Umbreon. Looks nothing like Umbreon. It's like a baby like golden retriever or something. It's ridiculous. Unacceptable, Sarah. Absolutely unacceptable. I like that for the animated people like Adonis Paul. She just used their animated avatars already. AI generated slop. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like didn't even get AI. Neither did Clown Boy, our good friend TrippyCast. She had Kel on that. Well, yeah. I mean, Kel was also a recurring guest on her panels, right? I never see Hank on Sarah's panels. They dig your poor baby dirty? Yeah, a little bit. Who's Locksmith Jeremy? Like, that looks like it would be Caucasian Sasquatch, right? Is Locksmith Jeremy Caucasian Sasquatch? Is that his, like, alter ego? Yeah, there's Kel. See, that looks way more like Kel's dog. That's ridiculous. Hey, Cellulite. Umbreon's gonna see that picture and get mad. He is mad. Listen to him. He's livid. I'm guessing Locksmith is Caucasian Sasquatch because I don't see Caucasian Sasquatch anywhere else. I don't know. No, he's someone else. I don't know who he is either, though. How did Caucasian Sasquatch not get on here, but she put a Caucasian Sasquatch? I don't understand. I was just asking because you went by it quickly and I wasn't sure. Oh, sure. Wick has too many teeth. No, Wick got his tooth fixed. Wick got his teeth fixed. He got that handled. Is homie still on here? Hey. No, sir. Justice for Umbreon. For real, for real.
Bitch,
No, this is
lick
not-
my-
It's literally, it's just in the, okay, at least he's got a puppy there. That's cute. Alright, I'm gonna let Umbreon go play with the cats. Hang on 1 second. Go be annoying out there. There's no way he finally got his shit fixed. He definitely did. Are you not a wicker?
Omar,
Wait, that says 2 years ago. Oh, his tooth is definitely not fixed
Omar,
here.
you said some shit on.
Right, so
On
there he is
Photoshop.
with his tooth not fixed. But live 1 day ago, talking about the Rob Reiner thing, which is, of course, looks ridiculous for Trump. Pretty sure his tooth is fixed here. Yeah, look at those chompers. I go there to mock him into changing his bad opinions, as you should, as you should. We bully him into being a better Wick. I like that Non-Fawn's an elf. That was a cute one.
Like kind of
A Wicker? I would have called my followers Candles with that name. Ooh, that's actually a good one. Wick is Connor on the Dem side. Ooh, that's actually a really good analogy. I kind of fuck with that. I would go on here, but I just really hate. I really don't like Indian Jesus, even when he's sober, and I feel like he's so annoying. Drunk, so much more annoying when he's drunk. Glitchin says, "Yeah, Trump said some dumb shit. Crazy news. Never could have seen that coming." Yeah, true. Well, it's the contrast between, like I saw somebody say, like repost Trump's truth about Robert Reiner. I don't even know. And he's like, if you tweeted this about Charlie Kirk, you would lose your job. And like, a little bit, yeah. Like that, the nature of it was so. I don't know, man. But like, obviously, Trump is Trump gonna Trump. You know that there's no doubt.
Society should run, and web.
You should run, guys. You should run. Alexander, so this is a donation to Confluence, so let's read this. Sorry, secular humanism is idiotic and has as much nuance and thought as libertarianism. I don't know. I don't know much about secular humanism. Is that true, guys? Is Alex right? I know that people do like secular humanism versus Christian nationalism. Like that's like the common debate framing. Like I like humanism. I think I might be a humanist myself, maybe, or at least like humanist sympathizer. I don't know. Chabot says I like Flint better than Wick. Yeah. Give me 1 second. God's favorite answer says secular humanism is philosophy without all the supernatural nonsense. Isn't philosophy without all the supernatural nonsense? I don't know what you mean by that. Libertarians are idiots? A little bit. I feel like I lean towards like a left libertarian kind of thing, but not in like the, I don't know, not in like the ultimate endpoint of that ideology, I guess. At least I have like anarchist sympathies is what I'm trying to say. and not like ANCAPs who totally co-opt the word anarchist and use it to mean like whatever hierarchies we want to or people can enforce physically are justified, basically. Glitchin says, I mean, if the argument that Trump should be fired for what he said, I can get behind that because I am almost never down for people getting fired. I can't get behind that because I'm almost never down for people getting fired because of what they say. He should get fired because he sucks. Yeah, true that. Specifically sucks at his job. That's true. The issue is when people identify as libertarians. Yeah, sure. God's Favorite Nate says, philosophy is a broad umbrella. There is philosophy to be found in the scriptures, and science is rooted in philosophy. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like you can do philosophy about scripture. Like you're describing, I think. And you can do that in a secular manner. In fact, I am increasingly of the belief, and I probably should actually like dig into this a bit more, because I feel like I stumbled into this on a panel or something. But I think I'm increasingly of the belief that, like, I say increasingly, I think I'm just I just believe this is the case, right? That like the ethics outlined in the Bible, at least the good stuff, like the good teachings of Christ, like do unto others or whatever, whatever good stuff Christ said, help the poor. Heal people if you can, feed people if you can, that kind of type beat. Like, I feel like these sorts of things Christians adopted from like a secular framework, because and what I mean by that is specifically that like all of these things can just be reasoned out through experience. Like you can reason out like a secular ethics without God telling you this is the right way to be. Right? Haven't you ever even heard of NAP? Yeah, but like I mean it just seems silly. Like I finally talked to what's his name? Fabian Liberty, I think for the first or second time. A couple months ago, and I asked him the infamous question about, would you steal a penny to save all of humanity? And he's like, no. And I was like, okay, thank you. That's great. That's hilarious. Congratulations. Captain Principal over here. Golden rule, we love it. Yeah, we love the golden rule. But like we don't owe that, like Jesus didn't make up the golden rule. You know what I'm saying? Like people thought, hey, I should probably treat other people the way I want to be treated. Like somebody thought something along those lines before and argued that before Christ said it. Okay, sorry Jesus, sorry Mr. Christ, Senor Cristo. All right. Polygraph says feels like it's ANCAP ANCOM, but it's too complex, so I don't actually want to actually deal with how to do it. Yeah, something like that. I can. I feel like that might be where my sympathies lie and how I feel about approaching them. Josh says, you have it wrong. It's treat others how you want to be treated unless they are brown and speak with an accent. Yeah, I forgot about that part. Polygraph said that was Parker's question, which stumped JLP. Wait, JLP. I think Jesse Lee Peterson when you say JLP. But do you mean Jordan Peterson? Is Jordan's middle name also start with an L? Or does it? Hey, Brandon. I think it's actually more like libertarians that answer that way are lying. Well, yeah. I think obvious. I think that's kind of obvious. Like realistically, like if you're like to save your brother or to save your sister, like would you steal a penny? And it's like, no, I would never. Like, okay, sure you wouldn't. Funny thing, the Samaritan was a foreigner. He was from Samaria. He didn't want to deal with the Anne Frank hypothetical. Oh yeah, Jordan Peterson. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, he's like, you don't know very much about me, dude, or something like that. You don't know what I do. If that were true, how do we get Genghis Khan? You have to catch him. He's in some of the wild zones. JBP. Yeah, Jordan B. Peterson. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds wrong. Polygraph says, I gave up my job. I'm sorry. Let's see if this is any better now.
Maybe.
No, it's literally just Indian Jesus. I'm not doing it. I can't stand that guy. Did you guys see the Counterpoints is debating Marte about how white people are oppressed?
The real thing.
Glitchin says, like, I get what you're getting at with the morals thing, but the problem is every once in a while a group of people are going to figure out if they monopolize violence, they don't have to care about your feelings. Yeah, I agree with that. So many funny sound bites. Yeah. Libertarians do believe in a government. They just use a different term. It's property owner. That's real, actually. Or CEO. Yeah. Yeah. And do you guys remember this guy? Oh man. What was his name? He was a guy who used to go on probably Prime Kai panels and like Stardust panels, like way back in the day. I don't know if any of you guys would remember this. I think he was like a curly head motherfucker. Who he would argue for libertarianism, like kind of like Fabian, but like the Marte debate will be open panel eventually. Oh, maybe I'll jump on there. That could be fun. Hey, Flezzy, good to see you. Oh my God, what was this guy's name? But like one time, this is a guy who I've heard debate libertarianism like tons and tons of times, like deeply. Just like a really no, not Quibbles. I like Quibbles though. This is like a hardcore libertarian guy. I don't know that Quibbles is like a hardcore libertarian, is he? I've never gotten that vibe. But like this guy, you know, he talks about this all the time, and I asked him just like what I thought would be like, no, it's not Quibbles. But like I asked him a question that I thought like he would have an interesting answer to, right? And he was just stumped. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that he was stumped by this. Like he had nothing to say to it. I was like stun locked personally because I just expected. I was like, oh, like that seems like a. So anyway, the question is the question was just like, hey, like so let's say like tomorrow you can like move us towards like the libertarian society of your dreams or whatever. Like how do you do that without just making it so that the people who have things, who have like the means or have like stuff now, who are rich now, can't just like be lords over all of the poor people who are poor now? Basically, it was a question in so many words. Like, how do you like not even the playing field necessarily, but like, you know, make a playing field? Like, how do you not just like leave all the power like consolidated in one? And he just, I don't remember what he said at all. I don't think he addressed it even a little bit. Like, I think he was like, yeah, I don't really know. I don't know. Like, I think he just didn't. I think he just doesn't care about whether or not that's a thing that would arise from implementing like libertarianism, I guess. Like, so what? Yeah, people who have stuff right now, they get to keep having the stuff, and people who have nothing, they're fucked. Like, basically, I was like, oh, well, that just seems like a bad thing, especially without like all the governmental protections that people have and like welfare and stuff that like helps them survive. Right? Like, I just don't see how this works. Christine was already here. Cop Watcher says, I like Vosh's Coconut Island dilemma. Yeah. I feel like, what is it with like Destiny and Vosh and these sorts of guys who like everything turns into like a dick sucking hypothetical? But I agree though, it's a good hypothetical. Polygraph says that's who a lot of these people are at the end of the day in the richest country. Yeah, no, that's the feeling I get. They're just like, no, like fuck it, doesn't matter. Sorry. You're broke. You die, basically. Well, welcome back, sir. Is Destiny a guy? From what I understand. Yeah, W Dogs Panelverse, that's true. True Nightbot, about liking, subscribing, getting a membership. We love memberships. In fact, hey, you know what, guys? I think I can give out a few more memberships this month. Umbergon, please. I'm feeling generous. I'm feeling the Christmas spirit. Christmas spirit. It's inside of me. The Christmas spirit is deep, deep inside of me. And I'm sending 5 Radical Coder gifted memberships. Congratulations, Matt Walker. Congratulations, Dan Ditzo, Mandy Cush, Tootie Bug, Kevin John 5652. Welcome to the Radical Coder channel membership. You've been radicalized, forcefully radicalized. Sorry, glitching. Well, you already have a membership. Well, unfortunately I can't try again. Not without spending actual money. So sorry, Rav. Maybe someone else can gift you a membership. Can gift memberships. Santa got up in your naughty bits. Maybe it'd be like that sometimes. He's drunk on hot sauce. My tummy is a little. I don't know if it's because I had a bowl of mini wheats right before that. But my tummy is a little grumbly. I don't feel as good as I would like to right now. You know what I'm saying? Panelverse said, Radical Coder is live now reviewing Marte's debate on Speakeasy. That's not true, actually, Panelverse, but I appreciate you sharing the stream. I'm not reviewing this. I just pulled it up. Well, I appreciate the advertisement. You are spreading disinformation.
And they can approve animals or plants.
I was debating on whether or not I was going to go on Confluence's panel, but Indian Jesus is drunk and making himself far more insufferable than usual, which is a really high bar.
What do you mean? How you bridge that gap to that is now morally valuable. Like, that's where...
Ryan, did you see Gucci Mark's Destiny song? It's not the best, but it's hilarious. No, I did not see that. I told you not to underestimate the mild mango. Yeah, but I thought the underestimation would be like, oh, it's spicier than I expected it to be. Not like it's making my tummy kind of hurt. Like, right-wing Nuck. Look at this donut. It says, I have blue eyes and blonde hair, a trait shared by 1 to 2% of the global population. How could there be values more important than preventing our extinction? Is that even true? The blue eyes, blonde hair are like 2% of the global population. What percentage of the global population has blue eyes and blonde hair? I mean, maybe it's true. But like, I mean, first of all, that wouldn't be any more important than preserving like any other combination of hair and... Brandon says, oh God, they're talking about morality again. I'm going to have to clear up confusion again. Always, man. Always. Thanks, Couplebergs. Good to see you. That shit is wild if that's not a meme. While blue eyes affect is such a funny phrase there. Affect about 8 to 10% globally. Blonde hair is also less common. The combination both is extremely rare. Okay. Likely less than 1%. But I feel like this is probably true of any combination, right? Isn't this true of really any combination of hair, eye color? Generally, no, I know they're, no, I mean how common they are. Globally, 8 to 10%. Well, for blue eyes specifically. Okay, so most people have black, brown hair and brown eyes. Interesting. I have black hair and like hazel eyes. How common is that? How rare is black hair with hazel eyes? Try green eyes and red hair. Yeah, it's probably really rare. Less than 5%. We have to preserve a future for our black hair, hazel-eyed children. Couple of Brooks says, before I go, ask AI how you can trace all blue-eyed people to one common ancestor. Is that so? Is that true? Isn't that true of everybody? Like we could all realistically go back far enough? Or are you just like saying that the tracing exists for blonde hair, blue-eyed? Glitchin says probably not brown hair, brown eyes, because that's like 2 billion people. Apparently, it's most people, according to whatever. Always according to the AI summary. This could all be wrong. Gemini, I feel like Gemini just is really a miss when it comes to the facts. Short Sex says Ryan never went outside, never saw another person, needs to ask AI. Well, I'm just wondering about the data. I mean, I don't know. I've seen a lot of people with a lot of different eye colors, a lot of different hair colors. Fuzzy says, I was blonde with blue eyes growing up, but now I'm like dark blonde, light brown. Yeah, I know a lot of people like grow up with like blonde hair and it turns like brown. It's interesting. That's technically a genocide. If you're blonde when you're a child and your hair gets darker as you're growing up, that's actually it's actually technically a white genocide. Do not trust uncurated LLMs. I mean, what do you mean uncurated? Rav says, yeah, DNA used to say humans came from 7 father and 1 mother, but recently things may have changed. New info. 7 father, 1 mother. I don't understand what that means. Like that one mother gave birth to like at least seven different kids. The lighter color your eyes are more, the more the sun blinds you. Unless you're Trump, then you can just look directly at the sun. That's true. He can do that. Kyle Watcher says, kid in my middle school had different colored eyes, a blue eye and a green eye. That's cool. Isn't that like David Bowie? Couple of Burke says, no, it was a mutation in the color of a person's eyes. From them, all people with blue eyes came from. Okay. Well, have a good night, a couple of Burks. Thank you for sharing those facts about eyes. 7 baby daddies, Ryan. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. God's favorite aunt says, well, meaning they just hoovered up the internet for data rather than being careful with what you use for training data. I mean, I think that was true kind of yeah, I don't know enough about the modern training practices for like Gemini 3, ChatGPT 5 and these sorts of things, but I feel like that's like a little bit reductive. But I mean, it's probably mostly true. He's talking about the Luca. Interesting. Okay. I no longer care about this. No, David Bowie was a dilated pupil. Oh, okay. Well, the more you know. The more you know. The less I care. Just kidding. Learning is radical. Learning is radical. We love learning. Did Indian Jesus leave yet?
What is the dog?
Oh my God. His voice makes me want to scream. Should I just let my rage out on the panel? Why not? You're a mutant. What's the X-Men theme song? I just want to argue with people, guys. Let me in. Mutants with no superpowers. Speaking of superpowers, did you guys hear there's some leaked stuff? Marvel. I watched a Avengers Doomsday trailer. I watched a leaked, or at least a scene from Avengers Doomsday that leaked, and even a leaked trailer for Spider-Man, Brand New Day. I am torn. I hate his voice too, but that is an immutable characteristic. Well, it's not just his voice; it's that he's drunk and he's just super annoying. He's super annoying when he's sober, and he's more annoying when he's drunk. Don't spoil. I haven't spoiled a thing. But I will spoil this. I will say it's not spoil. I'm not even talking about substance. I thought it was kind of a boring first look. Personally, not a fan. Short Sex says, well, I woke up, ate, showered, listened to Ryan be racist. I think I can go back to sleep till morning. Hey, the day is young, right? If I'm streaming, I'm being racist. That's just what I'm here for. Come here, Brian. Look at this weenie. Hello, sir. He needs a haircut. Chabot says, I'm never watching that. I trust that it's a great movie, just like Paul Blart 2. Wait, what? The Doomsday movie? It's not out yet. Animal Farm second trailer looked bad also, so there's still hope for Stargate, I guess. Oh, I didn't even know they were making an Animal Farm movie. Or new one. Boring as in mid, or boring as in it might rival Endgame? Well, really, I think Doomsday will rival Endgame. I think Doomsday is going to be good, to be clear. I just think the trailer was boring. Like it just was not. It's just a scene. Ryan literally dropped a hard ER earlier. Yeah, a hard emergency room. It was just an underwhelming first look at the movie. That's all I'm saying. That's it. You can go watch it. You can just Google it. You'll find it. They made a new Animal Farm movie. Like, it's already out, but someone just said trailer. Second trailer looked bad, so they already made the movie. It's just not out yet. Is that right? I don't know.
Well,
Oh, Alexander came back, so yeah, we definitely got to hop on.
Wait, I gotta turn you up. Oh, and Ryan, okay, the more chaos continues. Ryan, you gotta give me one of these. Ryan's here too. Yeah, and I will turn you up. You're really quiet. I'll see if I can turn you up on my end. And good to see you, Ryan. This is okay. Insanity hour. We got a lot of. This is a great panel now. Jesus.
So,
Alex, Guam, India, Jesus, Adam, Soda, and Ryan.
If I may, I would like to get to. Well, wait, Ryan, were you watching? And do you?
I was trying not to. With your screaming personal, but go ahead.
So I am trying to say, essentially, I am at the position of they're claiming this God thing. And I am saying, how can you establish that without any further justification?
How about that?
Okay, before Ryan, let's let Adam go. Adam, can you turn yourself up more? I have you as loud.
You said no justification for God. I don't know if they would agree.
Right click or long press.
Still a bit quiet.
I'm still a bit quiet.
No,
you're good. You're better now. You're better now.
It may be turning you down on its own.
All right, don't be fucking gay. I'm taking my fucking sweatshirt off because it's hot in here. And
it's okay to be
gay. You're fucking gay.
I think you're gay enough for us. We're good.
Shut up!
Brother.
This is why I wasn't watching.
Disavow.
Yeah. So are we trying to define God or just accept the idea that God is just the principle or the pinnacle of where we stand in defining our morality and ethics? I mean, it just seems like, you'll never get anywhere with trying to say God is absolute or objectively this. I mean, it's just an idea or concept. That's why you have like the Greeks and the Romans and everyone else saying, God this, God that. They mean different things, but it's just a tethering so that they can explain their.
What's the TOS? What did they say? Do I need to? Did he say a slur or something? I didn't hear it, so I'm gonna pretend it didn't happen. Okay. Hey, Joseph.
Give a precise definition. What I would say, this is where the conversation came from, is that I think that you can't get to some hard-lined objectivist stance on morals without invoking some God language, right?
Yeah,
to make it loose. It doesn't have to be precise. What?
Tell
then you
me what.
Tell me again. The
Compliment.
open question to you, Lutch. Get to abortion using logic and empiricism alone.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
DNA.
Colin. I'm putting you guys.
DNA.
Look,
Well,
I
disagree, Confluence, with that.
if you guys give me money to leave, I'll leave.
I mean,
real quick, if I may, because I can fucking shut him down in 30 seconds.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, Lutch,
So
shut me down.
obviously, DNA is created at the point of conception, and that is the point of when a new person is created. So new DNA
Okay.
is
That doesn't-
a secular
explain it.
empirical reason.
Okay.
So
Now,
that's it.
now,
Go
can-
ahead.
why
Adam.
is that? Why should I morally care about new DNA? Why the fuck would I give a shit about that?
Well,
You don't have to.
I'm going to disagree.
Well, so
with
then
Lutch.
you haven't. You haven't.
Yeah, you can be a
viruses
shitty
change
person.
your cells.
I-
Well,
I've
why-
never
why am
argued
I
that you
shitty
can't
if
be
I
a
don't
shitty
care
person.
about that?
Yeah,
Would that be a
Lutch,
new
what's
life
the
as well?
argument? What's the argument that
Alex,
it's
you're
shitty not
super
to care
quiet
about
now,
that?
and I'm trying
Oh,
to.
I
sorry,
never,
yeah,
figure out
I
what
never
can't.
argued that you can say, yeah, that is a human, but fuck that, I'm going to kill it. I've never argued that you couldn't say that.
Why?
That's
why
what
is
a
it?
lot of liberals say. But
course they
if
can,
you
Glitch.
agree that at the point of conception, that is a human being, then you should, as a moral person, not want that to die.
That doesn't strike.
Fucking
that doesn't strike
why?
at the
First
heart.
of all, fucking
That
why?
doesn't strike at the heart, Lutch. That's the problem with that. That's evidence to it, but the reason that in regards to like abortion and stuff, because it strikes at our own preservation. So if you are able to kill the quote unquote weakest among us, then you can kill me too. And so most people will say, hey, I want to be self-preserving, right?
Precisely.
So
That's the argument that I'm
What is
making.
the collective greater good?
That's
allow
the argument
for-
that I'm making. That the weakest among us, who merely have just the not even experience, that merely have
Man, this
the
is
human
this is bad.
qualities of unique DNA, they deserve the same rights to life as any of us.
Why?
Well, they deserve it. It sounds like.
Why?
Wait,
Hold on.
I guess the. Oh, sorry, Alex. Yeah, you
Can I
go ahead.
poke a really thick hole through this? All right, let's say you get a virus and the virus changes your DNA to produce more of itself. Is that a new life form? Should it be protected?
It's creating something different, though.
Yeah, I got fucked on the same question. I don't know if it was you, Alex, or if it was Ryan. Someone that
I
said they had
don't think,
knowledge in biology tried to cuck me on
That's a
the
good
new
question.
DNA. I can't remember who
I
that
think
was.
you
question
guys
for
really
their
tried to
No, I'm
like
just saying,
Andrew
he's saying
Wilson.
He's saying it's a new
I'll put it this
DNA,
way.
so that
I'll
means
put it
it's-
this way.
Right? I'm just saying.
No, it's a good point. It just reminded me of where I was at when I was in the same discussion. But it's a good point.
It's easier in Discord. We're gonna see who the fuck is talking. But no, I think you're trying to Andrew Wilson and press me for a reason why human life is valuable when you fully believe that human life is valuable.
But
Like,
do you believe
we
it is?
agree upon that, and whether or not I have a specific articulable reason for that, like you agree with me that human life is inherently valuable.
Wait a minute.
And then you're trying to say, well,
human
you
life
can't
is
tell me
valuable?
why, even though I agree with you, so therefore you're wrong.
That's the
You
whole
think-
point is proving that though, Lutch.
Yeah.
That's the whole point is like to get from the empiricism and logic and cross that gap into
Okay,
this is a moral
fine,
odd.
but then
So we
I've
all
ex-
do have the same
I've
moral
ex-
odds
that's
between
the
you, me,
axiom.
and a
That's
lot of
it's
us.
an axiom.
Besides Ryan,
That's an axiom. I've determined personally for me that human life is more important than any other kind of life.
You
It's
hold that as
almost
you hold that
it's
as an
almost-
axiom.
It's almost like if you don't fucking pick your entire
torture.
fucking morality from a book, then you can fucking make decisions based on your own opinions. Whoopsie!
Right.
Everyone
so-
has different opinions.
Yeah,
Which means
yeah.
that everyone's going to have different
Yeah,
morals.
and
which
people
means
can be
that
wrong.
There's nothing
Am I wrong?
objectively
Am I?
correct.
Tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead and tell me I'm wrong about the value of human life. Go ahead. Make that
You're
argument.
wrong.
I think you're wrong
Sure,
about
you're
the
wrong.
Go ahead.
conclusion.
Go
I
ahead.
think you're wrong
Tell
about
me
the
that-
reasoning that
make
you
the
used to
argument.
get to that.
Make the
Yeah.
argument that I'm wrong about
That's
the
what I'm
value of
saying.
human
Why
life.
do you think
Go
human
ahead.
life
Rough.
has value? Why is human life valuable? Why?
And I just gotta say, like, so many religious people
Exactly.
judge so many things off of like the end of the race and not the path. Like
I'm losing viewers because we're.
I understand that
is
you
so
need a
insufferable.
reason
I'm sorry, guys.
to understand why somebody believes what they believe, but isn't good enough to be able to at least have a decent society? Like, does it?
Well, I
have
want to talk
be
to the rest of
perfect?
them. You know,
I would say, okay, wait. I want to answer this quickly. What I do like, this is why I respect Lutch. Like, yeah, like if you have good morals and you have even okay. Well, I personally really like Lutch. And even if we don't arrive at in the same way, yeah, I do appreciate that we all, and even all of us, literally, even though we all disagree so much between the 7 of us on panel, we do agree on a shocking amount of stuff. And I appreciate that, right? I mean, there's a modicum that you should have, and we all come to it in slightly different ways, and that's cool. But what we're talking about is the specific reasoning on how you get to that point. So I'm not, it is, you're right, Guam. Like, I'm not trying to castigate IJ on like, hey, you can't possibly hold this. I'm just, we were talking about secular humanism, and if empiricism and logic is enough to bridge a moral gap to a moral ought, and I don't think it is. So just in that sense.
But I don't buy into secular humanism. I think secular humanism is fantastic. But I absolutely understand the limits of it. As someone who wants to be a good person, secular humanism is an amazing way to determine how you should act and what is good and what is not and what is not good. But there's no aspect in secular humanism that tells you should be a good person. That's why it fails. Most people are shitty people.
No,
unfortunately, most people are shitty people.
I'm pretty sure that
hold on.
Please drink some water, sir.
Or enough people.
Well, Lutch.
Okay, Lutch is knowingly drunk. Okay, he has admitted as much. Okay, so
yeah, but water is good
him some
for drunk
grace.
people.
But water is good. I do second that. Lutch, stay hydrated. But I just want to clarify, okay? Lutch is openly, he's intoxicated. So
no one thought otherwise.
Yeah, so I know. Before I said that, I never thought fully sober. Sorry.
So here's a question for you, Lutch. I guess it's not a question so much a statement, but I'm wondering what your thought is on this. I would agree with you if we knew exactly what was good for people. Secular humanism would completely work. But the problem is we don't. We have no idea what's good for people.
Wait, I don't think I. Can you say that again? I don't think I agree with that. I don't think I ever say that. What was
If we knew what was the best thing for someone, right? Because the idea of well-being, it's undefinable.
Yeah, so I disagree with you. I think secular humanism absolutely does tell us what is best for humanity and what is not.
Well, it doesn't.
The issue with secular humanism is that it doesn't give you a reason why you should do what is right. There is no ought. It's the basic is ought problem.
It doesn't even give you that, though.
Secular humanism does not fail on telling you what will be good about following this and flourishing humanity and having more rights and all of the things. None of that is failed by secular humanism. What is failed by secular humanism is telling you why you should care about what secular humanism.
I think secular humanism doesn't tell us why we should care about this conversation, so I muted myself. And I muted the panel, so we don't have to listen to that. Someone gonna have to hold him down or he'll float away. Do you like existence? Okay, then act like it. I can't do it, man. It's making me angry. I feel like I'm getting like tremors. I can't do it. I can't deal with it. I can't. It's brutal. It's like yeah, I don't know. It's just torture. Why did you join? This is insane. Well, I don't know. I wanted to do something, and this was open. I wanted to talk to some people, and I was kind of hoping that Lutch would get so drunk he just passed out, and then I wouldn't have to deal with it. Umbra, why are you whining? White men being discriminated against, says Rob Noor. Could be big, could be huge. Could be huge. That's humanist morality. It's an objective understanding on your internal perceptions of existence. That one guy is blurry. It's like Adam is showing us what Indian Jesus sees right now. That's funny. Why are you whining? What? What are you trying to get? What are you trying to do? You want a ball? You want your ball? Yeah, I'll distract him for a bit. Ask him why people develop groupthink. Is it as odd? What? Did you lose the ball already? Dude. So I got Indian Jesus annoying me on the stream, and I got Umbreon annoying me off the stream. What am I supposed to do with these guys?
I didn't ask a question. I provided a
You
reason.
said, why should we do this? Why should atheists do this?
That's not
Is that
what I
what you said?
No.
Okay, I apologize then. So repeat what you said. I must have been. I'm from my wanker. I thought you said that. Why would atheists do this?
No, I don't think I said anything like that. No, my initial point was secular humanism doesn't tell us what's good for people necessarily because we don't even know necessarily what's good for everyone. And you know what's good for everyone? You know, like something that will cause
we know
everyone
it's good for humanity as a whole. We know it's good for humanity as a whole. But okay, fine. You say that secular humanism doesn't say that. Fine. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the missing piece. You just need more information, which means you need perfect information. Or at least as close as you can get.
So, just so I understand, are you saying that in order for me to say secular humanism has a validity means that I must say that I know all there is to know about humanity?
No, what I'm saying is, if
that's
you
my understanding. So if you can clarify better, I would love to understand what you actually mean.
I'm saying it's incomplete and can't replace
Give me money
anything
so I can
else
buy
at
him
this
good
point.
treats.
So Christianity is complete?
Well, it claims to be, yeah.
But is it actually complete?
I mean, you're asking me a religious question here. I don't know. That's up to the person who believes in it, right?
So,
the basic premise, hold on. The basic premise of Christianity is that God knows what's best for people,
guys.
And so He gave them rules that are supposedly best for them. That's the theory behind it, which is why, and apparently so far, it's mostly worked out.
As Homer Simpson would say, it's the most complete so far.
Sure, but what you're asking me to accept is, well, we have this ideology or this idea or this plan or this hypothesis, whatever way you want to put it. We have this thing, and you don't have it all worked out in a different way. So because we have it worked out in this way, then we worked from our conclusion that God must be, and then we're back from that.
No.
Well, you don't have anything where you've started from a conclusion and worked backwards. That's what it sounds like to me.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, if you were to follow most of the tenets of the Bible, you would find your life to be working out pretty well most of the time, right? There is plenty of evidence that some amount of strain, effort, some amount of suffering is good for you. It makes you better, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Responsibility is a great thing for you, despite most people struggling with it and having trouble. So these are things that would be counterintuitive to the idea of well-being versus suffering, because some suffering leads to more well-being, right?
No. That is a huge. I have to reject that wholeheartedly.
Sure.
So I think the most basic form, for my streams, part of my stream goal is, if you guys hit the stream goal, I gotta do push-ups. Because I'm fucking look at this shit. Oh my god, that's fucking puny. That's fucking pathetic.
I was actually gonna say your biceps are looking better than usual.
I think I should leave this panel. I think the responsible thing to do for my channel and my sanity is to end this now, right? Like this is torture. I don't think we have to do this. Can you get contact drunk through the internet? If so, it's gonna happen right now. Here. Maybe we'll go back later. Is Rob gonna review the Marte and Connor conversation? God damn, people give him $300. Yo, why don't you guys give me $300?
Disney Whip song just.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Like, let's say that somehow I had this crazy thought process and I said, black culture doesn't exist and I should feel bad for being black. That's why I want to marry white women. I'm telling people about this. Yeah, people are obliged to call me crazy and a lunatic for this. But that's what's happening on the white side. In mass, mind you, through education and media and everywhere else that we're going to talk about. Like, you've never reconciled any of this that I brought up. I'm not a white purist or a black purist. I'm just saying that it's the ideology that I'm contending with.
Okay. All right. That is going to wrap up our Q&A for tonight. I want to thank everyone in the chat there for all the questions, the engagement, the support. Again, the support really.
I was gonna, but I haven't found $300 yet. Well, thank you for trying, Fuzzy. I appreciate that. One of these days, I'm gonna be getting those $300 donos. Flexing on them. We just gotta stay true to it. We gotta keep doing it and stay true into it. You know, man. I don't have the energy tonight, I think. And it was all drained after that. After trying to listen to Lutch or Indian Jesus. Look, it's Goofy. Yeah, the one and only. The Goofy. Max's dad from a Goofy movie. But with inflation, it'll be more like $3. Well, looking at the stream metrics for today, $3 wouldn't be so bad if you guys wanted to give me $3. You know? Any dollars. We like dollars. Love some dollars. But I appreciate you all nonetheless, especially if you hit the like button. Remember, if you cannot support with your funds, please support with your thumbs. They go directly to the Umbreon Treat Fund. All thumbs will be fed to Umbreon. Like, I thought that conversation was kind of interesting. Like the one they were having on Confluences. I wanted to kind of understand, but it's impossible to follow it with drunken Indian Jesus just like screaming. Like it's literally insufferable. Who else is live? I'm pulling it back
my
up.
hands. So there's
no. Sad. If I'd started earlier, I would just do our own panel, but I need to like schedule that. I need to like plan to have a panel and like let people know when it's gonna be. I think we could take over Tuesdays. I feel like I'm looking around like nothing exciting is going on YouTube tonight, right? Like I feel like Tuesdays is kind of like made for or like free for the taking right now. That could be the move. If I start the Tuesday streams a little bit earlier and just do a radically open panel thing every Tuesday. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm starting to crash. Oh, Fuzzy, you don't have to do that. Thank you, Fuzzy. Welcome, Nick Costanza, to the gifted membership. I think Nick is a recent sub. I think he joined. What was the debate? I don't know. It was just a couple weeks ago, I think. So yeah, good. Thank you, Fluzzy. Thank you, Nick, for joining us, and congratulations on your gifted membership. Yeah, sorry, Rav. Yeah, you do, Rav. I appreciate that. I appreciate all you. I, like every time I see a recurring name here, you know, or someone I know from another channel or whatever. Like I really do appreciate it. I don't know. It feels good. It feels good to see people. Like I feel like we're getting a growing cast. You know, some of these people have been here for a long time. Some people are newer and starting to join. And got to get a catcher mitt. Yeah. Rav says it's 4:15 p.m. Wednesday. No, it's not. Not in real time. Maybe in whatever weird fake time zone you're in, but not here. So, wrong, incorrect, debate lost. W. Ryan, Radical Coder,
Really,
as always. Joseph says, I think I got no answer. People like drama, and it's getting all these spaces are getting less interior to me by the day. Less interior? Interesting? Is that what you mean to say? Our time zones are just a little different. Completely different. If it's 4:15 Wednesday, it's not just a little different. It's completely different. You're living in the past, Ryan? No, you are living in the fake future. You're like a false prophet. If you're in the future, tell me the lottery numbers. You can't. Because you're a liar. You sit on a throne of lies. My like conflict-oriented urges still want to jump on this panel, but like it's just so insufferable. I really just can't stand Indian Jesus. So we're not going to do it. Oh, Back to the Future. True. And you're in the past, catch up. How? Do I just run? Do I run really fast, or would that slow me down? I don't know. I never was a big physics nerd, you know. Do you guys want to vibe code the news? We could do like maybe a quick one. I don't know. I'm feeling sleepy now. What's like a big news story going on right now? Any suggestions? What are the trending news stories right now? Actually speeding up would help. Okay, there you go. Venezuela oil tanker blockade, Brown University manhunt, Bondi Beach funerals, Nick Reiner charges, travel ban expansions. Pick one and list out 5 questions to be answered. Or 5 questions about it. Like a who, what, when, where, why. Yeah, there were some shootings. It was the Brown University one, which they still haven't found the guy, which is crazy. And then there was, I believe, one in Australia, the anti-Semitic one. Or like it was like Islamic terror or whatever. It is scary times. Okay. Let's cover the Venezuela oil tanker blockade. Let's do it with Gemini. Build an interactive experience based on the recent news events regarding the Venezuela. Do I always spell this wrong? Or is it just 'cause it's not capital V? Okay, I'm not spelling it wrong. oil tanker blockade. Particularly, try to answer these 5 questions. Do a bunch of research to gather facts and information, and then form it into something unique, creative, colorful, interactive, fancy, all in a single HTML5 file with Vue and Tailwind for scaffolding. This should be interesting. Is the gas price in the US going to drop? I guess we'll see. I mean, maybe that's Trump's goal. Could be something like that. I don't know if it'll actually happen, but did Hutch die of alcohol did Lutch die of alcohol poisoning yet? That's a joke. I don't want anyone to die. Okay, I love all people, even Indian Jesus. Whoa, Umbreon. Okay, I know. I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have made the joke. Sorry. Okay. We're gonna get Dora doing room cleaning on an oil tanker, aren't we? Maybe we will. What? Dude, he's rubbing all under. Oh my god, this dog, dude. All right, hang on, guys. I gotta save him from himself. Okay, I think I've protected his ball from going under the my dresser thing. Get him, Umbreon. He's always getting them. Gas prices will drop 1 to 2 pennies per gallon, and oil cronies will pocket 10 to 20 pennies per gallon, and we will be happy with the scraps. Yeah, I guess so, Josh. That's maybe the most likely outcome. Umbreon, why? Rav says, remember when Trump said in his first term in Venezuela, they have oil, they're just there, we could take it? Yes, I do remember that. I remember he says stuff like that all the time. In fact, it's actually he said stuff like that much more candidly in term 1 and in the primaries and leading up to the election. He said stuff like that pretty frequently. Oil is already back to around 60 a barrel, but we still pay Ukraine war prices. Maybe. I don't know. Cute. Wait, can you guys see this? Hang on. Can you imagine being such a weak, pathetic, sad dog? We're talking about you, Umbreon. It was actually pretty cool. Look at this. So we got SITREP, Operation Choke Point, status DEFCON 3, select intel vector. Who? Aggressor. The U.S. President Donald Trump and Chief of Staff Susie Wiles. They're the aggressors. That's great. Target Venezuelan government under Nicolas Maduro and PDVSA, State Oil Company. Oh. Enforcer, U.S. Navy 4th Fleet, 11 ships, including aircraft carrier. So that's the who. Then we have the what. The order is total and complete blockade of all sanctioned oil tankers. The designation is Venezuelan regime declared a foreign terrorist organization. When did that happen? Was that recent or did that just happen? I'm sorry. Was that a while ago or did that just happen? Is what I mean to say. Testicle Johnson for 20 Canadian dollarinos says, show me in the Constitution where it says a dog can't play baseball. I don't think I can. I don't think I can show you that. But thank you. If I had the Constitution on hand, I would try to find that line. Where even are you? Did you get lost? I don't know where my dog went, but I'm thankful. Yeah, thank you so much, Tessie. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, there you are. You look fine. Come here. Oh, no? Okay. Action, seizure of oil tankers, asset freezing, kinetic strikes on something, but we can't see on what, unfortunately. So this was announced on Tuesday, December 16th. The precursor was the large tanker being seized on December 10th. Immediate effect, timeline, escalation follows months of military buildup in the Gulf. I'm guessing is what it says there. Where primary zone is Venezuelan territory, waters, and EEZ. I don't know what EEZ means here. Secondary zone, international waters of the Caribbean Sea and Eastern Pacific. Choke points, routes to China, main buyer of black market oil. And digitally on Truth Social. I love it here. I love my country. I heard oil tanker was on the way to Russia fucking up Trump's sanctions. Is that so, Rav? Why? Stated goal is to stop narco-terrorism and funding of criminal activities. Strategic goal, economic strangulation to force regime change. Economic, seize revenue, oil is 90% of exports. That's true. Excuse me. Well, I guess we'll see how it plays out. Exclusive economic zone. Crazy times, guys. Crazy times. Is he gone?
Like, it's actually admirable.
Oh my god, he's gone. Oh no, wait.
You know, but then there's other things where you're
damn it, dude, like the jump scare. I was like, oh, he's not there. We can hop on. Okay. No, I can't handle it, dude. Ralph says China LOL, remember when the US took out Libya and China was trying to steal oil? I don't really remember that. God's favorite aunt says Josh does the 10 to 20 pennies you're complaining about. Oh yeah, he's arguing that the people who are getting that extra who are making way more from this would be like they own the refineries and stuff, which is true. There's something to that. Or at least that's like the justification, right? Anyway, guys, I'm sleepy. I want to lay down and play Pokemon and cuddle my dog. So I appreciate you all hanging out with me briefly. Sorry it's not a longer one. I will, I think next Tuesday. And remind me of this throughout the week, okay? Remind me of this because I will forget. And I don't want to forget because I want to do this. I think it'll be fun. I think next Tuesday we'll aim to do a radically open panel. We'll start a little bit earlier. And I'll even like let some people know and remind them to come on, and we'll do like a big old thing. We'll make it a weekly thing. We'll try it. We'll try to make it a weekly thing or semi-weekly thing. Yeah, good to see you, Rob. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I always appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button to help Umbreon calm his nerves, so he can stop whining at me and screaming in the middle of the stream as he's known to do. Yes, you. I'm talking about you. Yes, I'm talking shit on you. In fact. But yeah, I appreciate you all hanging out. Let me see if anybody is live who I can raid into. Oh, we actually went for an hour and a half. That's not bad. Doesn't feel like we did. Appreciate all the support, both financial and emotional. You guys are going over to Straighterade. Going to Straighterade. Enjoy hanging out. Let's see what she's doing before I send you over there.
$500 settlement from the Stanford Board of Education after they sued the school district in federal court for knowingly.
She's reading an article. Okay, tell her learning is radical. You know the drill. Learning is radical. Yeah. All right, love you guys. Drink some water. Get a wiener dog. Okay, bye. Wait. Sorry. Okay. Now, okay, bye.
Failing and refusing to protect Owens after she